hopefully I'm not. What are your thoughts on how to get started with certs and knowing where to start? I think a good certificate, kind of to bounce off what Kaiser said earlier. If you don't really know anything yet, check out the A plus. If you're confident in where you want to go ahead and jump into AWS Practitioner. If you're in the cloud, check out the Security Plus. There's tons of different avenues. Just know where you want to go first, and then Google search accordingly. Hold on one second, guys. I think my stream might be lagging. I hope it's not. Let's see. It should be good now. All right. And so, what programming language would you recommend for someone who has zero experience? Personally, I think I recommend Python. It's good for everything. You can do anything in Python. One of my favorite modules in Python would be MicroPython. I do a lot with Flipper Zero. I like to develop my own custom firmwares. If you're into front end stuff and websites, go for HTML, CSS. And once you become proficient in that, check out React.js. So, how have other life skills influenced your cybersecurity journey? Um, I think a lot of things kind of just start with observation, right? Um, just some of the things that I was a part of growing up, some of the teams I was on in the military, and some of the jobs I've worked, they all kind of pointed me to this direction. One notable job that I had, if you guys have ever been to DEF CON, there's a lock picking village, right? I'm pretty good at picking locks. And they say that's the first step in security, right? Opening up that lock. Well, one of my first jobs out of school was I won't say the name of the company, but I will say that we installed Bluetooth BLE uh, locks on hotels, right? So whenever you go into a hotel anywhere here, there's like FCC compliance that these have to be Bluetooth BLE, all this technical stuff, blah blah blah. I used to install those. So yeah, start picking locks, y'all. Um, what about getting started with Linux? Awesome. Yeah, Linux is awesome. I use Linux every day. I develop all different types of environments. Um, my kids ask me all the time, Dad, what's clouds made out of? I tell them Linux servers. Kali Linux, super cool. Arch, it's okay too. There's like over 600 distros. Find one you like and learn everything about it. I love Linux. What are your thoughts about block coding environments like Scratch and Minecraft? Okay, so that's a really great question. So for me, being a coding instructor, I take people from zero to hero, right? So Scratch is kind of like ground zero, right? You're gonna drag those blocks on the screen. It's like a little MIT kind of project, right? And so I think Scratch is great if you're an 8-year-old, right? If you're a 9-year-old, maybe not the first thing I would put on my resume, but I do know Scratch and I teach my children Scratch. I think Minecraft is great, little bit more of a learning curve, but being able to drag and drop these code elements and put the code to the block and make a game or one of my students, they rebuilt for all the old guys out there that remember Doom. They rebuilt Doom in first person in Scratch using raycasters and all this stuff, and I thought that was like super cool. What should emerging cybersecurity professionals be putting in their cyber portfolios? You guys should be putting a lot of kindness in your portfolio, number one, right? Your volunteer projects, the things you do in the community, your church, your family, your local DEF CON or BurpSec groups. Um, put your Linux knowledge in there. Put your projects. If you don't have any certs, you got to overcompensate with projects for sure. tell us how you got into cyber and what motivated you to pursue a career in cyber. And so I think for me, just being like a web developer since I was like a small child, um, just being able to break systems, to be honest, getting paid to ethically break systems, to deploy systems, deploying SIMs, security incident and event managers. It was super cool to me. The first time I ever did it, I thought it was so awesome. And I met this consultant who later told me on the side, like, hey, if you learn how to do this, you can get paid like $10,000 a pop. And so I heard a lot of people say this earlier. Don't do it for the money. No, man, do it for the money. I wouldn't do this for free. It is stressful. But if you're a computer nerd like me, like you're not really working. They say when you're doing something that you love, it's not work. And like I wake up every day at like 6 a.m. ready to go to work.